2018, Rameshwar Sharma, who lived in Jaipur, and his entire family were in tension because their young son Dushyant had been missing since the night before. When they were worried about their son, they received a call from their son Dushyant. As soon as they picked up the phone, they first heard their son's voice, who was begging for his life and crying, requesting his father to give his kidnappers $1,000. Immediately after this, a girl snatched the phone from Dushyant and started abusing and threatening his father on the call, warning that if he did not transfer $3,000 to Dushyant's bank account within the next 20 minutes, she would kill Dushyant. Hearing this, Dushyant's father was scared. He had only $3,000 even after all his savings. Dushyant's father transferred all the money, but now Dushyant's phone was switched off. They had given their life savings to save their son, but there was no trace of Dushyant anywhere. Worried, they finally thought it was right to involve the police in this matter. The police started their investigation, but another day passed and the police did not get any clue. In Dushyant's house, his father, Dushyant's wife, everyone was very upset and kept asking the police about their son all the time. On the morning of May 4, 2018, they received a call from the police that a suitcase has been found in a nearby village, inside which is a body cut into pieces, which could also be Dushyant's. The police showed the body to Dushyant's father Rameshwar. When they saw the watch in his hand, they realized that it was their son's body. After this, the police first took out Dushyant's call records and found out that there were many calls from the same number on Dushyant's phone. The police started tracking that number. The tracked location took the police to the parking of Gandhinagar railway station, where a 27-year-old girl and two 20-year-old boys were trying to run away somewhere by putting stuff in Dushyant's car. Because all three were in Dushyant's car, they were arrested for Dushyant's murder. The suspects of the murder were 27-year-old Priya Seth and 20-year-old Lakshya Walia and Dushyant Kamra. In the statements of both Dushyant and Lakshya, it came out that this murder planning was of Priya Seth. When the police checked Priya's background, they were shocked because Priya's criminal record was quite long and old. Priya's entry into the world of crime happened in 2012 when she was just 12 years old. Having grown up all her life in a small village, Priya was very impressed when she came to Jaipur and wanted to become rich as soon as possible. Gradually, she started contacting escort services and started supplying girls from her college to brokers. She used to send the girls studying with her to sleep with rich people by luring them with money, and used to take her commission on it and those money. Then Priya noticed that many married people around her were having affairs by creating their profiles on dating apps. Seeing all this, Priya came up with another foolproof plan to earn money and started spreading a web of love and deceit. Priya created her profile on Tinder where she would lure people with the temptation of love, trap them, take intimate photos with them, and blackmail them for money. This crime is also called honey trapping. Because of this, Priya was arrested once in 2017, but after getting out of jail, she got involved in all these works again. In the meantime, Priya met Dushyant on Tinder. He was a producer. Both fell in love with each other, and Dushyant left all his work in Mumbai and started living in a good apartment in Jaipur with Priya. Priya, who had recently been released from jail, did not have much money, but she was not willing to sacrifice her hobbies, which Dushyant fulfilled. To fulfill these hobbies, Dushyant had borrowed from many people, and now he was drowned in a debt of 21 lakhs. The creditors were now threatening to kill him. To get out of this problem, he made a plan with Dushyant's friend Lakshya. According to this plan, they would use Priya's old trick to deceive a rich man, call him to their flat, and they will kidnap and demand a hefty ransom from his family. As soon as the plan was made, Priya started looking for her prey on Tinder, where she found Vivan Kohli, a Delhi-based billionaire businessman. She trapped Vivan in her love and started getting closer to him. After meeting him twice in a coffee shop, she lured Vivan to spend the night at her house. Greedy Vivan went straight to Priya's house, but as soon as he opened the door, he was confronted by Dushyant and Lakshya, who beat him up and tied him to the bed. Vivan couldn't believe such a big betrayal. While Lakshya and Dushyant were beating Vivan, Priya started taking out his credit card and cash from his wallet. But when she opened Vivan's wallet, she realized that her foolproof love, sex, and betrayal trap had fallen on her, because in that wallet was an ID card with Vivan's photo, but instead of Vivan's name, it was written Dushyant. Priya went into the room screaming and started telling Lakshya and Dushyant to torture him more to know the whole truth from Vivan. Groaning in pain, Vivan broke down and revealed that he was actually deceiving her because his real name was Dush and he had a wife and children. Also, he was not the son of a rich businessman, but he was a normal middle-class man working in a common mining company. Priya was very upset after hearing all this, but she decided that she would not divert from her plan, and now she would ask for money from Dushyant's family. According to their instructions, Dushyant's father had transferred $3,000 within 20 minutes of their call. But something else was going on in Priya's mind. In fact, because of her plan of crores failing, and she was very angry, and she had decided that for her safety, she would have to kill Dushyant. On Priya's saying, Dikshit took a pillow and started suffocating Dushyant. But after trying several times, when he failed, Priya brought a knife from the kitchen in anger and gave it to Dikshit, then stabbed Dushyant 10 times and killed him. After this, to hide Dushyant's body, Priya, Lakshya, and Dikshit together cut small pieces of Dushyant's body and filled it in a suitcase and threw that suitcase in hills from Dushyant's car. The statement of all three culprits was different from each other. According to Dikshit, all the planning was of Lakshya and Priya, and according to Priya, everything was done by Lakshya and Dikshit, and according to Lakshya, all the planning was of Dikshit and Priya. The plan was of Dikshit and Priya. All three kept blaming each other, but the court declared all three as criminals and sentenced them to life imprisonment. Where Lakshya and Dikshit are still blaming themselves for their mistakes, Priya Seth believes that she has done nothing wrong, but she was scamming such deceitful men and doing a social service. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments. Friends, if you like our real crime stories, then subscribe to our channel now, and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications of the latest videos.